Don't do it, girl.
Don't do it. Oh, sniffing. That's really funny. Is this the Lucy show?
Yeah.
Alright.
You are Meghan Kylie.
I am Meghan Kylie.
What do you do?
I'm a musician. I do energy work. I teach music lessons. I'm starting an open mic on Sunday, which you should definitely go. It's at the People's Gallery at 7 p.m.
And you're saying that you're starting it, is it like gonna be like a monthly thing?
Yeah, hopefully like every first Sunday.
Okay.
There are talks of like a Pride collaboration in June.
Whoa. Okay, what's that gonna look like?
So I don't know yet. There's like other collaborators that want to do like an arts event with like an open mic included as a Pride kind of theme for that open mic. But we haven't even like really talked about it yet. So it's just like starting to. It's just brewing.
Ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to you do music, but you also do a lot, like Reiki and things like that. How do you combine your spiritual practice with your music?
So I would say, like, I love the term that you're like you're a spiritual being having a human experience. And when I'm writing, the way that I mostly write my songs is I'll start improvising and kind of like channeling, and then like write it down. So I'm like it very much just comes out of like what my spirit needs right now and like what I need to sing about, and like they're just very intertwined because I am definitely a spiritual being here. And I'll do like, and I've been told that sometimes when I improvise at an open mic or something, I'm channeling. I improvise sometimes at like shows too. Like I'll do like an intro and I'll be improvising and I'll be like just like feeding off the energy in the room. So it's very much like, and I'm very empathic and sensitive, so if I walk into a room, I'll like feel bombarded by all the emotions, and like right after I perform, I need like space, because like I've just like expelled like so much energy that I need like a moment to like reintegrate into the room.
Going off of that, you said that you improvise at shows, and I've seen you perform live, and there is no like one set way that you do perform these songs. Is that like a vocal thing as well? Because you do a lot of like vocal flipping and like, things like that.
So I like, sometimes if I'm really feeling it, I'll like decide that I feel like I'll like explore different parts of my range depending on like the emotion and stuff like that. But it's kind of interesting because I teach voice and piano. And when I'm teaching, I'm doing like kind of like bel canto, like the Italian like style of like having tall vowels and like space and stuff like that. But then when I go to perform, I'm not thinking about any of that. I'm just thinking about like, sometimes I'll think, okay, I feel like singing this note right now, so I'll just like do it. But then sometimes I'll be like just like so in the moment that I'll like add something or play it differently. Just kind of like going off the energy in the room.
I feel like that's. When I first saw you perform, I brought up that you remind me of like Florence and the Machine.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I feel like that must be what it is, that like channeling energy, because Florence absolutely does the same thing.
It's so crazy. She wrote like an album because she had like a miscarriage on stage. And I watched her interviews, and she just like, she said something about how she like started like predicting things without realizing it when she was performing. Like she wrote a line in a song or something, and then like it would happen.
Whoa.
It's crazy. Yeah. But she's super like witchy and intuitive, and like she changes it up every time, I feel like. And Hayley Williams does that too. Where like every performance she'll be like approaching a song differently or like doing different things.
And it seems like that's that like sort of musicality that you feel very deeply.
I specifically have to change my set every show. Like I rarely will do, like I'll keep some of them like in the same space. Like What You've Lost tends to begin it and then again tends to finish it, because it's that song has like an uplifting like I'm enough, so you can like sing it with the crowd kind of. But like as far as like a set list, if it's the same every time, it can't be. It has to be different every time. I have to throw different songs in, and I have to put them in a different order, and like I love like playing with like what order do I want this in, or like do I want like a little like improv transition into it? Because lately I've been starting them off with like a little improv intro and then going into a song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember like the most recent one that you've done?
No, because once I improvise something, I have no idea.
It immediately
it's just gone.
Okay,
it's just gone. People be like, "Oh, what was that?" I'm like, I have no idea. No, it's just gone. It's out. But yeah, but like the album came out January 13th, and I remember specifically because it's the anniversary of the day that I quit nursing home jobs the year before.
Oh wow. Is that related to the album? Is that what it's...
So it was like, the album was kind of like tongue-in-cheek about capitalism a little bit. Like, asking like what we deserve, and like, just like themes of like validation, and like just like around that journey. Because that's the time period I was writing most of the songs. But yeah, so I was like, you know, that day in 2024, I drove to my last nursing home job, couldn't get out of the car, and then drove home and quit because it was just burning me out.
Yes. And that's so important too, is to know what you need and be like, I'm done.
And then I started teaching music lessons. I worked at Music and Arts for like a month, and then like I ended up moving to Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel more like fulfilled and grounded now?
Yeah, and I'm starting to like get more students and get more clients and all. And I've also been noticing that the more I rest, because I took like a mini vacation on Sunday and Monday. I went to Atlantic City, and I like rented an Airbnb for a night and just like allowed myself to just like take a break. And I've been like deleting Instagram on and off, and it's so nice. But I've been learning that like the more you rest and the better care you take of yourself, the more opportunities just start like appearing in your inbox. And I'm very much about like manifesting, and you can't manifest when you're stressed and burnout. Like I had a period of burnout for like a few weeks before this vacation on Sunday. Hello. And I came back, I was like, I can't be on social media as much. I can't be scrolling. I can't be like looking at all these things, comparing myself. And Thief came out of the quote, "Comparison is the thief of joy."
Oh wow, okay.
Because like it's mostly about imposter syndrome and like feeling like you don't deserve to be on a creative path or have your own business and everything. Yeah. And like now my self-care is getting so good. Philly feels like home now, honestly.
That's beautiful.
Philly feels like home. I'm starting to form some roots. I'm finding my community in Philly. There's so many good open mics and so many good like, just like the art scene in Philly is just very like home.
When it comes to, like you said, you've been deleting Instagram on and off. I think you said that you were deleting it today.
Yes, I did. Yeah. I'm gonna re-add it in the morning.
Yeah, it's so good for you to do that, to have those social media breaks.
Right.
And you're looking at your Instagram, and is it like you're being bombarded with tons of people wanting things from you, or is it more like seeing other people doing similar things?
It's both. It's that. It's also just like, even like regardless of what information it is, it's like just like constantly being, and it's also just like people having access to you 24/7. And most of my jobs are on Instagram, and sometimes I need a break to not be like thinking about career stuff. Yeah. And just like I have this book, it's called Magnetic over here, and it's like by Rochelle Fox. It's so good. It's just like sitting with that, and it's all about like deprogramming things in your like subconscious mind, and like working through things, and like calling in and letting go and all that good stuff. And like sometimes just taking a break to read is like, because people are gonna get back to you, or you're gonna get back to people anyway. Yeah. And it's just like, but it also gets like, when I released my album, I had notifications on Instagram at one point, and I turned them off, and I haven't had them on since then, honestly, because like it was just constantly, it was exciting, but it was also just a lot. Like it was like people would be asking, like that's how people book most shows on Instagram. Yeah. And just like all these wonderful things were happening, but it was just so much all at once. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't, and that could be, it's like so many wonderful things are happening, but I can imagine it's like so much that you're like, man, should I even be doing this, like it's taking so much from me.
It does, and the other side of like constant access is that you feel like you have to like respond right away, and you feel like, oh no, it's like 10 at night and I'm really tired after doing a show or an open mic, but this other place wants me to do this, and it's just like, and I'm also somebody that says yes to too many things. Because I have so many interests, and I do so many things that it's like I want all the opportunities, but sometimes I have to be like, you know what, I can't do this. Yeah. Like there's. You spread yourself too thin. And I want to support all my friends too. Like there's like my friend is having a film screening on May 23rd at Plays and Players. Wow. Okay. They wrote. I think they wrote and directed it, but it's like a small like indie film. And that's gonna be awesome. So shout out to that. I think it's called The Hired Man or something. But anyway, it's like I had like a show come up, and they were like. They gave me 2 dates, and I decided to go with the second one because I was like, I need to prioritize supporting this community that we're building. Yes. And like, you know, it's just,
So I do feel like the most important thing, something that I've noticed from moving to Philly too, is how much people like care about helping each other. And just in the music scene. I don't even know about the greater art scene.
Yeah. People want. Like, I'm starting open mics, that's super exciting. Like, I have friends that have started open mics. Like, there's one every, like, every third-ish Sunday at Plays and Players. There's so much. I got asked to do, like, a Green Day sing-along show.
I think I know you're working on. I saw that.
And that was honestly so funny, but it came out of doing open mics with, like, that group of people that do I think it's, like, the Quigs Going Acoustic open mic every 3 months. But like opportunities are coming from that, and people are always like, if people see you doing one thing, they're like, oh, I want to include this person in this thing, and it's just like
they're always reaching out to see where you can fit in their project.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of gatekeeping in Philly, honestly.
Yeah, which is like, so important.
It happens sometimes. I feel like in other places that I've lived, there has been like some level of that, but Philly, I feel like most people just want their friends to play with them. Yeah,
and I think that's the like. The heart of being an artist, right? In a way. Yeah. It starts with you just playing with your friends, and it shouldn't end that, you know, that should never end.
And speaking of playing with your friends, I have a band in the works right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
We had our first little, like, jam rehearsal thing. We still need, like, a drummer. But we have a guitar and 2 guitars right now, and I'm only on vocals, which is so exciting and challenging because like I'm used to like having an instrument in front of me. Yeah. And I get to like move around, and it's so much more vulnerable, but it's gonna be so fun.
Will this be a separate thing from?
Yeah, it's gonna be separate. I think.
Do you have a name?
Yeah. Coming together so far? I've been dreaming up the name Angelite, which is like. The stone, so it's like angel and then ITE. And I think that's what we're going with. But yeah, this is more of like, because I'm always gonna keep my solo thing too, I think, because I think that's like a different way of writing, and that's like a special thing for me. Yeah. But this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, yeah. What genre are you?
I don't know yet. Genre's always weird for me.
Genre's difficult.
Genre's always weird because I'm like, if somebody else decides, like, people have been like, oh, like Disney Princess Emo or Faerie Emo for my solo stuff, and I like love when people like come up with something like that's just like tailored to it. But I just like genre's just weird. I don't like to write to a genre because then you just kind of box yourself in. Yeah. But this is, I feel like there's some dream pop things being cooked up a little bit. Ooh, like, because there's like a guitar, so it's all like. It's kind of like spacey. It's going to change when we get a drummer, and it's going to change when I think one of my friends in it wants to like experiment with like looping and like a little like a bass pedal or something for the guitar. Wow. So there's lots of like thoughts going into play right now. Yeah. It's just kind of cooking.
Talking about your solo project now, you have your album and then you have a few like songs that you've been performing that aren't necessarily on album. One of them is Aura.
Yeah.
And I think that's my favorite song.
Thank you. That's my favorite one to perform.
I want to know more about that song because I can't tell if it's a conversation between 2 people or if it's you speaking to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's a little bit of both. It's kind of like me speaking to like a group.
Okay.
It's kind of like the first beginning of it is like me talking, like reaffirming for myself, and then I kind of like when I'm in the chorus and I'm saying like let my aura be your blanket or whatever, it's like just to any one of the many people who I like, because that song's about just like giving too much of yourself.
Yes.
And it's kind of like what I would have loved to say to certain people, and like what I just like a reminder, like yes, I am a giving person, but when I give too much of myself and when people are expecting too much, it leaves me hurt. So it kind of just like it's not really, it's both. It's like it's like I'm processing it with myself, because a lot of my songs are just me processing emotions. Yeah. But it's also just like part of it, like when I'm performing it specifically, it's kind of like performing, like talking with like just like everybody.
So when you said it's you processing your own emotions, and earlier you said when you're writing, you're kind of just like getting it out of you. Is it like a feeling like you come home and you're like, oh, I had a terrible day?
Sometimes.
Time to just spit it out.
They're like the one single that's out, like Sink or Swim, that one. Yeah. That was really funny because I was like I had like just had a lesson. I was feeling kind of burnt out. I was like on like the L, and I was like coming home and I'm like, I need to write something tonight. And I didn't know what it was. Like I didn't know what I was gonna write, but I was like, I need to put something out. And then like I came home and I like recorded this, and I didn't have internet at the time because I was like behind on my bill or something. Yeah. And like recorded this entire thing on like GarageBand, and then like brought my computer the next day to the lesson studio to get internet. Yeah. Posted it on CD Baby from the lesson studio.
Literally the second day. Yeah.
And it was just really funny, but that's how most of them kind of like, I'm just like, oh, I need to get this out. I've been a little bit slow because I'm just like trying to get like ready. I have a second album planned, but I need to like actually get myself to record. Yeah. But like having so much going on and like taking time on social media and everything is gonna give me so much more time and energy to focus on this too. Yeah. So it's just like giving myself that gift, because like for those past like month or like 3 weeks that I was like burning out, I would be like, oh, I really want to record today, but I'm so exhausted. Yeah. But I have so much else to do and I don't have any energy left. So I think that's gonna help you. That. Yeah, and then that one, there are new songs coming that I have performed at like a couple of mics, or that like one or two. There's one called Ego Death, which is the newest.
I heard that on your Instagram. Yeah. I was gonna ask about that next.
Yeah, that one is I was listening to like Hayley Williams' Ego Death at a bachelorette party. Yeah. And I had like a little like phase when I was burning out where I was like, I feel like all of us are terrified. I feel like all of us are experiencing the same things right now. Absolutely. And I was like, I don't feel separate from everybody else, kind of. But then I was also just like kind of like spiraling for a few days, and I was just like, and then I wrote this song, and it was kind of like a response to one of my other songs that's not released, but I performed it a little bit. It's called, what's it called? Oh my goodness. But it's about like a breakup that I went through a couple years ago, and I was like begging the stars for like an answer because I like knew it was coming and I hadn't been broken up with yet. Yeah. And I like knew something was up. But I wrote this as like a response song, and there's the chorus of the other song that is in response to is like, I took the glitter from the sky, I took the glitter from the sky, I took the water from the sea. And then this one is just like, my stars couldn't save me or something.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So it's like a response to needing answers and then realizing that you have to kind of like depend on yourself.
Yeah, the answers are in you.
While also realizing that you're not really separate in that experience from anybody else.
Yeah. That's what I love about your writing so much, is it's like the fact that you just get it all out and it's still conversational, it still responds to other songs. Yeah. It's so like intrinsically a part of you and your spirit. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really beautiful.
Thank you.
You said something. You got interviewed by.
Oh yeah, Chris Kennard.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait.
I'm thinking of the Silver Age.
Oh, Silver Age. Oh, I thought you meant, no, because I did like a little like audio interview with somebody. Oh. Yeah, it's out.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
Yeah,
I did not know.
But yeah, Silver Age. Yeah.
And you had this quote that was like, something along the lines of "Don't forget to be human too," and I feel like that's kind of like a mantra. You've said it even like now that we've been talking.
Yeah.
So, I guess my question is, how do you make sure that you feel human through all of this?
Honestly, self-care.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes if I'm feeling burnout or something, I'll be like, I need to be a person, right? Or I'll be like, I don't want to be a person right now. Or I'll be like, I need to feel like a normal human being. Because sometimes when you're like an artist or musician, or you have a creative career, you feel like you have to be like a public figure at times. Yes. And you feel like even just living in the center city, it's like sometimes I'll walk around and be like, I'm just gonna run into people that I don't want to right now. But it's like, just like being, I'll have that moment. I'm like, okay, so then I'll like get off social media. I'll like do normal human things, which sounds really funny, but it's like you put on like a movie or something, or read a book, or go for just like life self-care, or hanging out with a friend, or going to an event that's not related to your career or something.
Yes.
Just like reminding yourself that you are a human being and you have human needs, and you can just like be a person. Yeah.
That's like a conversation that's happening in the grander scope with a lot of these artists too.
Yeah.
Where they're like, you do not deserve constant access to me. I can be just a human outside, and you don't have to bombard me with your needs.
Right? And I've had like situations where like I'll be like on Instagram or something, and somebody will just assume they have access to me and just like respond to a story as if we're like best friends or something. Which has happened. And like it's just like boundaries sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes it's like Chapel Rowan especially is like that.
Exactly.
She's amazing boundaries. I definitely look up to her, especially with that too. Mm-hmm. Like you have to be like, you know what? I don't have to respond to this right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, people shouldn't have access to you all the time.
Yeah, you don't owe anybody anything. You said an album is in the works.
An album is in the works. I am not ready to share the name. I know what it is, but I'm not ready because I need to like actually put like a marketing thing into place.
Okay.
But it's another like one more thing like Thief. It's like very related to that, and it's really funny because at first I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this because I wrote so many songs in between Thief era and now that I was like, I started like brainstorming and I got to like 16 or 17 and I was like, oh no, now what do I do? So it's just really funny. My friend's like, that's not a bad problem.
Yeah, no. You have so many. You could do so much with all the stuff.
At one point, I was like, I could release a double album, but then I'm like, that's too much work.
Yeah,
that's too much. I don't need to put out 18 songs. That's too much.
Do you think that all of these songs will they all say similar things and like narratively will go together on this album?
I think most of them will be on it.
Okay. Yeah.
There's and then there's a couple new ones too. Okay. So I need to fine tune some of it. I thought at first I was like, okay, Aura's gonna be on it, but then I was like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be on it though, because it's still in the same vein of some of the other things. Yeah. But I actually wrote it before I released Thief.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I wrote it a month or two before, in November of 2024.
I feel like you did say that the first time I heard you perform.
Yeah. It's not really evolved, but it was there's a recording somewhere of me playing it at the Fire.
Yes.
At in November of 2024 or something.
So it's so it deserves to be on an album.
It needs to be on an album.
That's what I say.
I think and I can hear it with the drums too. So I need to just sit down and record it honestly.
So when you record these songs, do you work with a band for that?
No.
Okay, it's still just you.
Well, Thief was... So I recorded for that one, I think it was just acoustic guitar. I had a drum track, which is really funny because people will be like, oh, your drummer is so good. It's a garage band drum track.
Dang.
And then I recorded like a ton of layers of vocals.
Okay.
Just like in my apartment, and then sent it to my friend, and my friend added like bass and like electric guitar.
Yeah.
And like mixed and mastered it for me.
Wow, alright.
For free.
Whoa!
Amazing.
That's so nice. Yeah.
He just like enjoys it and works a full-time job and just like enjoys
just wants to
making
help.
music. Yeah. And he is an excellent guitarist himself. Shout out Billy McGuire, but like he like does that stuff. Yeah. And he lives in Scranton, so I like emailed him all these things. And he was just like asking for the files, and he like did it. But yeah, so I do it usually. I'll just use GarageBand, and I'll put like, and I have like a pretty good like condenser mic or whatever.
Okay.
And I'll layer all these vocals. I might put piano on this album though.
Ooh.
I might put piano on it.
Okay.
It was on Sink or Swim. I had piano for the first time, and that was really fun. I'm gonna put piano on it. I have that. I'm probably gonna put electric on it myself this time.
Okay.
Because I've gotten a little bit better at the electric too.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I think you have a piano in front of you.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen you, I think I've only seen you perform with piano one time.
Yeah, it's just like that pianos are hard to transport.
That makes sense.
It's just easier, and just, I feel like guitar translates better sometimes. But like when I have the opportunity to play piano, I will. Yeah. Like actually at this open mic I'm gonna be hosting, I have like a really small little keyboard that I leave there for lessons. Okay. Cute. And I'm gonna plug that in, and it's gonna be fully acoustic, other than like plugging in the keyboard into an outlet. Because I don't want to deal with the PA, and I'm not a sound person. Yeah. And it's also such a small room. It's like, it's really small. It's really reverberant. Okay. So like that. But like, if there's a piano available at a venue, or somebody brought one or something, then I will probably play it. But I do love writing on guitar because it just like translates better sometimes.
So that's where you go if you're like, I'm gonna write a song. Yeah. You pick up the guitar.
Usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you decide? How do you make? It's just like an instinct to go to guitar?
Yeah. Well, because like I wrote most of, if not all of, Thief on guitar. Okay. So I started like playing it out. I think like it was probably like around 2022 or 2023 that I was like, I started playing guitar more at mics and things like that. I didn't really get comfortable on it until like early 2022 or so. Really? Yeah.
You're so good at it.
Thank you.
That's surprising to hear.
Yeah. Well, I went to school for music therapy. Like when I went back and I got the equivalency stuff, but I never finished my internship. But it like, I had a really good guitar teacher. Okay. And it was so sweet because at the end of it, he was like, how are you going to organize your gigs? I'm like, you think of gigs? It's really sweet. But like, he was like, that really got me into like, okay, now I'm going to try playing it out. And then I got like a little bit better every time. And it was like, yeah. I only know a handful of chords though. So it's kind of funny.
Currently?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I use like the same like 5 or 6 chords in most songs. I just use a capo. That's
insane because I really feel like the last time I saw you perform, I was like, wow, they're so good.
Thank you. That's so funny. Yeah. And I play the electric like an acoustic. Oh. So I don't know a ton of power chords. So spilling all the lore and all the secrets. Literally, it's so funny. I I just play like the same chords I would in acoustic guitar. But the way that I get away with it is I like go direct and I don't use like a ton of effects. So it doesn't get all like smeared together.
Yeah. That's impressive. Listen, I just got the inside scoop.
You just got
that's crazy.
Now you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna be thinking about that every single time.
That's so funny. No, I'm like, I don't even consider myself a guitarist. Like, I consider myself a vocalist who like accompanies herself, honestly. Wow.
You definitely should consider yourself a guitarist as well. Thank you. When it comes to, I wanted to bring up your relationship to your queerness.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like that is, along with a lot of the other things we've talked about, like mental health.
Right, yeah.
I think that's a big part of your music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
so,
becoming that way.
How does that translate into your, like, your identity translate into your music?
So, I think, especially with, like, so when I was working on some of the more recent songs that, like, directly talk about it, like, was it anger/apathy, when I'm, like, there's a line in it that's, like, wasted far too much time not knowing I was gay, or whatever.
Yeah.
That came out of, there was one night when I, like, went to my computer and I was like, I have to write this album. So I, like, wrote, like, a set of, like, 10 different lyrics for, like, 10 songs. Mm-hmm. And that was one of them. And then I, like, refined it. So I wrote all this, like, poetry, and I went back and worked on it. But, like, I realized that I want more of my queer identity to be in my music, because it's just really important right now that other queer people have art that, like, they can relate to, and that speaks to their experience too. So I started, but when I started writing this, I was like, you know what, like, a lot of people have been through compet.
Yes.
Like, if you don't know what it is, it's our society acting like we have to be attracted to the opposite sex or gender or whatever. But anyway, it's just like, and it was really sweet. I think what really started this was I so my friend does, like, or I don't know if he still does, like, this vendor fair up in I forget where, somewhere up in Pennsylvania, in the burbs somewhere, not near Philly at all, but he would play music there, and we had, like, a little table, and I would, like, help him vend, and I would, like, sometimes sell some of my stuff. So this kid, and I think it may have been the Pride one, there was a teenager who had, like, the trans flag on.
Yeah.
And walked up to me, and, like, we started chatting, and they wanted my album. Aww. So I, like, signed it for them, and it smudged, and I felt so bad because it was, like, Sharpie or something. And it was, like, on the plastic because I was being dumb. But it was, like, such a moving experience to realize that, like, that, and then, like, also, and then, like, went home and listened to my album. It was very sweet. But then, like, also, like, I'm a big fan of, like, Gigi Perez. Mm-hmm. And when I went to see her live I think it was last year, in May, when she was on her At the Beach in Every Life tour, which has been, like, that album has, like, been huge for me. It's all about grief and, like, queer relationships and everything, and it's just so powerful. And when I went to her show, her fans were, like, how I would want my fans to be. Okay. Like, there was such a big queer community. Mm-hmm. They were all, like, loving and supportive. There was, like, a teenager, I think it was another teenager, who had, like, was getting everybody with their mom, and they were getting everybody to sign their pride flag. Oh, beautiful. And I think they got Gigi Perez to sign it. Oh! It was just, like, great. The sweetest thing. All of the fans were wonderful human beings, and there were so many queer people. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I want to, because I'm so passionate about, like, you know, queer people having queer spaces and queer art. Yes. And people that talk about it, because times are really hard for being queer right now. Oh my gosh, and yeah, so I was like, I want to put more of them in my music, and then I started just, like, writing about like my own trauma and stuff that I'd been through, and then I was like, you know what? Now it's just coming out. I was like, I can't get away from it now. And
getting it out, and clearly you're reaching people, especially like you did that show and that, like, kid with the trans shirt on. Yeah. You spoke to one person, you can speak to a million people. Yeah. So it definitely is important to intertwine that, and I think you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. The way that I speak to a lot of artists, and they're like, I do this, I do that, blah, 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 and it's like, I never understand how they have time for anything. Talking to you is like, I get it. You take time for yourself, and you're like, this is my career, this is my dream, this is what I want to do, but I'm not going to let that turn me inside out. Yeah. And I think that's really important for people to hear, even.
Thank you, because I think I just, like, honestly, on that vacation, I'm, like, reading my book, I had, like, all these, like, epiphanies, because I was, like, I had burned out, and I was like, I don't want to burn out anymore. Yeah. I was like, and now I'm coming back to it, and I'm like, okay, here's what I want my structure for my career to be, and here's, like, I want to focus more on the energy work and stuff like that, because I feel like that gives more to me than some of the other things. And having and being able to focus on like my music career and then the energy work, and not like spreading myself so thin either, that I'm in like a good place to like really start like working on an album too and stuff like that.
And that's really, really important. So thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
To speak to me and like do this whole Your Corner thing with me.
Thank you. It's been fun.